Hello there, it's Dina here. Thank you for joining me. If you watch this on replay, just maybe say that you are here. If you watch this now, then say hi. I would love to know who's here. So I'm talking about my topic for this video is assumptions make an ass of you and me. And I know you've probably heard that saying, but it is absolutely true. Have you, how many times have you found, have you had the thought to yourself to think, why didn't I just ask instead of saying that? And how many times would asking a question instead of making a statement avoided an unnecessary argument? You see, when we look for ways to be rejected or getting angry or feeling overwhelmed or feeling anxious, we look for ways subconsciously. Then, of course, our subconscious mind, that is the thoughts that we have all day in our heads, if we have that in our vibration, then we will create the circumstances to experience that. Our subconscious proves us to be true. It confirms our reality. And of course, experiencing emotions that energizes and manifest the thoughts that we think, the meanings that we have, the beliefs that we have, but also the assumptions that we have, making it feels very real. But it's not true. It's not our true nature of who we really are. However, realities exists in vibrational frequencies. And we have our frequency. And whatever our frequency is, whatever we are radiating and attracting, whatever we are thinking, we are radiating, we are attracting those experiences. And we become addicted to our story, to the drama of our story. It becomes who we are. And sometimes we get so invested in our story that we can't see what's on the other side. It becomes a comfort zone. It becomes our label. It becomes our identity. And yet the appearance of something, the appearance of low vibration realities of fear and guilt and shame and anger and all of those, it's just an appearance. It's an illusion. It is not real because it's not true to us. It's not true who we really are. It is a reality that we have created. And of course, we are creators. We are creators of our reality. And we do that in the most simplest way. What we think, what we feel, what we act, as a consequence, an outcome, a result. I call that the supply chain of the mind. And that is how we create our lives. That is how we create our reality. And of course, to create a different reality is to practice that reality. That's a different vibrational place. It's a different place. It's a total different place. If you think about living in a circumstances where we get triggered all day in terms of fear and scarcity and anger and all of that, and of course attracting the people around us, attracting creating the circumstances around that to perpetuate, it's like writing the same script, playing out the same script every day of our lives. And those thoughts are the same thoughts we're having today and that we had yesterday, the day before, last week, last year. And it's only when we become aware of, this is not who I am. Why am I creating? Why is this life? Is this it? Especially if we see other people having a whole different reality. The beautiful thing is that we have the power, you have the power to create a higher quality of life, a higher reality. And of course, wherever we are, we always want that next level, because that's in our nature. We always want to expand our consciousness. And to create a new reality is to expand our consciousness, is to think, feel, and act at a different frequency level. To have the thoughts of a higher frequency, so that, because thoughts and emotions go one on one, they're like twins. Okay, so by feeling emotions of appreciation, of joy and excitement and abundance and prosperity and success, we have to think thoughts like that. We have to create our identity according to that, and that takes practice. So often we are so deeply invested in our stories of where we are now that we can't see that. We can't see what life would look like if I don't have this problem anymore, if I don't have this challenge anymore, or this adversity, or this trauma, or whatever, because we don't actually spend time to imagine what is that, what are the possibility of another world. And realities are like this, they're fluid. So wherever you are focusing on, that is what you are creating. And the more you practice where you want to be, in situations where you get triggered into anger and fear and anxiety and overwhelm, by thinking, if I don't want to feel this, what else do I want to feel? How would I like to see this situation so that I can feel different, so that I can take a different action, so that I can have a different result? Again, that's connecting the dots. Okay? And it's not to do that just once, it's to practice that. And it's the same principles like you are learning to drive a car and everything feeling uncomfortable and not knowing how everything works together. It's the same principles that we use, the same power that we use, same mechanisms that we use to create a different reality. Okay? And of course, that is the work that I do with my clients, to help them to take them to the other side and to help them implement that and diffuse all the triggers so that they forget that it ever was something in their lives. They totally became this new person to create this new reality. Because our personality of how we think and how we feel creates our personal reality. So if you want a different personal reality, you got to think differently. You got to change. If we don't change our thinking and our feeling and our acting, nothing changes. The outside world doesn't change. We have to change from inside out. Now, if this is you and you would like to have some help around this, feel free to contact me. But if you are already there, if you have already transcended, if you are already in that new reality, then I would love for you to share your story in my book. My multi-author, Amazon best-selling book, My Mess is My Message. Inspiring stories of incredible women who found purpose and prosperity through adversity. If this is you, then I would love for you to be in the book and just comment below the video. And I will send you a link to check out the details. And of course, I'm really talking about this every day because the deadline of this book is coming up and I want the authors to come in now. So thank you so much if this is you and you see this, because the world needs to hear your story. There are too many people who are stuck in their problem, who cannot imagine a life without it. And through your story, they can see what is that like. It's like we all help each other to walk our way home. Awesome. Who is this? Please say your name. I love what Deepak Chopra said, and I love to be associated with this work to help people, our fellow souls, our fellow, we're all connected, help them find their way home to their soul essence. Janet, wonderful of you to be here. Yes, so we have it, we have the power within us, not out there somewhere. We have it already inside us to create the life that we signed up for before we came into this life. This is what we signed up for. And we need to find our way back to our own nature, our true nature, our soul essence, so that we can actually fulfill our promise of what we signed up for. And I hope you're one of the stories. And I'll chat to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you, Janet, for joining me. I so appreciate it.